Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Louisville's offense comes on the field first today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking downfield, it's Royer. Trying to extend the play. Powers through. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Got him, he's sacked.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The Cardinals will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Just ran away from the defense. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's good for a first down near the 40.
There's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaking free at midfield. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Cardinals lining up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Royer. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Bringing pressure. Looking to the right, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Signs the quick throw. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Bulldogs look to keep this drive moving. The shotgun handoff here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. 7th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down to the 22 to first down, very near the red zone now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. The Dogs are in the red zone. And the single back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And that's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll get him down that time. So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Misses the receiver, incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense finally producing here, sets up a 1st and 10. The back's got it. A quick juke. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Louisville. Made the defense look slow that time.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them. And he's got it. Tackle made on the play, the 29-yard line.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticking.
Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
It's a shotgun run call. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Dawgs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. The kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the cover.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dawgs. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into the second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Quick throw over the middle. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, this is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
So in one play, they go from being backed up to 1st and goal. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. You get a little bit closer to the marker.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Louisville. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And the interception taken to the house, a pick six. But changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick six last time out here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. And the Bulldogs will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now will they give it to him again to see if he can break the plane?
See what they can do here. Third down and goal from the 1. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from touchdown, Georgia. That puts them on top in the second half.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Looking to pass. It's Royer. Pass rush closing in. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the...
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacey. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the protection breaks down yet again another sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
And that one is no good. And it's still a 2-point deficit after the miss.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they're moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They've got him down out near the 40. Here's the second down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. We'll take a deep shot here. Catch catch made down inside the 15. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. They'll run it from the gun. And they're just able to get him down at the 1. So close.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offense. The line of scrimmage.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. Exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Royer. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got it.
And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or two. And the Cardinals will crank up the tempo.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Back's got it again. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll run it here. Powers through the tackle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Movement at the second level of the defense now. The Dawgs line up with a 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee. Time remaining under a minute now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. I'm so impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.